A little bit different experience today when going over to see Kay. I didn't get there late. Got there about close to 9:30, very close. I come back at 10:30, so that's only an hour. I went up into her room, and about 10 o'clock, half hour later, I got the message that my bus would be there at 10:04. Well, my pickup time is 10:30. So I had to figure it out that they had sent a bus to pick up a bunch of people there to go to what they call active day. And they figured that it'd take them a half hour to load this bus, which would make it about 10:30 when it was time for me to get on it. But that's not the way it works. It doesn't take them that long to load this thing. If they don't have any wheelchairs, they can load it in 10 minutes. So if it happened to be one of these times when the reason they picked 10:04 is because they have what they call this window. If you ask for a 9:30, they'll say, okay, we'll try to pick up at 9:30. But any time within 9:30 to 10:30, or 9:30 to 10, that's a 30-minute window they have made for themselves to be on time. So they use that, in this case, today, to have the bus go there at 10:04, and my pickup time was 10:30. Therefore, they'd have just one trip going to take me home. Unfortunately, it doesn't take them that long to load the bus, so I've either got these 6 or 8 people sitting on the bus waiting for me at 10:30, or I can abort my visit and go early. But I tried to explain this to one of the people who loads the people on the bus, but it didn't make any sense to her. All she knows was that my bus was there at 10:04. So I went down when they said the bus was loaded, but they weren't loaded. They still had people to put on it. Therefore, I left Kay at about 10 after 10 and wasted that little bit of time I had with her because this person who was loading the active day people couldn't understand what I was trying to explain to her. I've ridden this bus a couple thousand times, and I know all the ins and outs of it. So, but anyway, I got to try to call up the shuttle and explain to them, don't try to put me on a bus that's going to be there half hour early, because either I'm going to refuse to go, I have the right, before my pickup time, or I can abort my visit to Kay and accommodate. I don't want to keep those people sitting there waiting on me. They'd probably make other arrangements anyway. But in any case, that was a very unhappy experience today, especially because the worker wouldn't take the time to understand what it's all about. But they're using this so-called window to try to cut expenses, but it's not working out the way they think it should, because they're back there and they don't know the difference unless someone tells them. But anyway, I had a short visit with Kay, just sat with her in the her dining room, and I left early before they actually had the bus loaded, which made me very unhappy because I could have spent another 10 minutes with Kay. After lunch today, I decided I'd go to Thriftway up here and indulge myself a little bit. So I went up and I figured out they got a new bus schedule, and I'm able to spend more time, do all the shopping I want. Was able to get some fried chicken the way I like it. They do a pretty good job. And some heavy whipping cream. I've been out of that because these little mini marts don't sell it. And while waiting for the bus to come back, I stopped at the chocolate shop and got a $2 piece of chocolate. the lady gave me an extra piece of candy, so it was a different kind. Anyway, that was nice. Now I got to go call up shuttle and see if I can get them to come to their senses and quit trying to put me on a bus that arrives a half hour early.